Ranking up in parkour civilization. Something everyone dreams of, no doubt. To advance from parkour noob, to parkour pro, to parkour master, and maybe, potentially, even advance all the way to being the parkour champion himself. But, is it worth it? Times and times again, throughout the first part of parkour civilization, we are presented with the increasing dangers that come with being a member of the higher ranks. Parkour pros and masters' daily tasks, and the masters' higher tendency to get into parkour fights. All of these pose a danger to your everyday life. Even a daily commute is more difficult as it requires more risky jumps compared to the noob layer. But, talking about the noob layer, what exactly are the risks there anyway? The 2-block vertical jump for the beef. Something no one goes for, and as it turns out, for a good reason. You see, this is the only danger that plagues parkour noobs. Their jumps are only 1-block jumps after all, extremely easy and safe. And you might say, parkour fights are still a danger. You can still get challenged, perhaps even by people of the higher ranks. But nonetheless, I believe the chances for that happening at this level are way slimmer than on the higher ones. Indeed, while the poorest and hungriest, the noob level is also the safest level in parkour civilization. The one that poses the least risks to your life and freedom. Now, let me ask you, is it really that bad to be a parkour noob in that case? The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse is one of Aesop's fables, a collection of fables credited to Aesop, a slave and storyteller who lived in ancient Greece between 620 and 564 BC. In it, we are offered the following tale. A town mouse visits his cousin in the country. Upon being offered a simple country meal, the town mouse scoffs and invites his cousin, the country mouse, back to the city, where while they dine on fine food and indulge in the city's luxuries, they quickly have to run for their lives when a cat threatens to eat them. The town mouse admitting this is a common occurrence when you live in the city, having lost both of its parents because of this. This leads the country mouse to decide to return to the safe countryside, because while it gets no luxuries or fine dining there, as phrased by the 13th century preacher Odo of Cheriton, I would rather gnaw a bean than be gnawed by continual fear. This, my dear, is exactly what being a parkour noob in parkour civilization is. Being a parkour noob is nothing else but being a country mouse, who while safe in its home, dreams of the luxuries and prestige of the town mouse, while ignoring all the dangers that come with it. You can even call it the fable of the parkour noob and the parkour pro. I personally agree with the country mouse. Living a safe life, seldom of any luxuries, but also dangers that come with the city, is in my opinion better than living the life of the town mouse, who gets to enjoy the hedonistic pleasures of the city, but it has to risk its life every single day to maintain those simple pleasures. And for that same reason, I personally would never do the 2-block vertical jump for the beef. It is simply not worth the risks it poses. Imprisonment and death. But enough about me, let me ask you. Would you be brave enough to still do this jump and become the town mouse now that you know the full implications of what it means? Are you still brave enough to leave the comfort and safety and partake in the hedonistic joys and thrills of being a parkour pro and parkour master? I conclude my statement.